see my screen or not in the chat box. I'll open for discussion. I'll open this for discussion at the end of the session. So if anybody have any questions or if anybody needs any information, you can please stay back. Okay, once the session is completed. So for now, is it able to view for everyone? So for someone, it's not. So you, okay, so it's visible for everyone. No issues. So let's continue then. We'll start and continue. So in the last session, we had just discussed about character constants, and we just started constants, and I believe I just discussed about character constants. That's all. I didn't discuss anything much. So what I do is I quickly recap about the fundamentals so that if anybody has missed anything, so we can quickly get some idea. But we didn't discuss much in the last session. Also, the recording is shared in the group. I'll reshare it because I heard that for some people you are not able to see the recording because if you have joined little late, then you might miss that recording. But no problem. So let's start with this language fundamentals, in Python. So these are quite, same in any language, not only in Python. So what are these language fundamentals? So it's nothing but variables, constants, data types, operators, control statements. All these are language fundamentals, and these are quite same in any language. It's not just only in Python, but it's same in any language. Right. So two things just before I continue further. Is my audio clear? And then is it visible to all of you? Can you please confirm if I'm audible and if my screen is visible? Thank you. No issues then. Then we are good to go. So we just started with variables. What is a variable means? It's just a name given to a value. It is also called identifier. Okay. And the syntax of variable in Python look like this. It's so simple. It's just var name equal to value, variable name equal to value. No data types in Python. And examples you can see. These are all the examples. How to declare variables. And the rules anyhow, again, you have to follow certain rules or few rules while declaring variables. What is that? It has to start with alphabet or underscore. And we can add digits with variable names. We can have digits in variable names, but it should start with either alphabet or underscore, and then we can allow digits are allowed. And don't use any special symbols, and no spaces are allowed. This is about rules for declaring variable. So these are few examples whether those variables are valid or invalid. Excuse me. So these are few examples, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. This is valid because it starts with the alphabet and then digits are allowed. And second one, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, this is not valid because it's violating the rule. Underscore 1, 2, 3, it's a valid variable because a variable can start with the alphabet and then digits are allowed. ABC dot 1, 2, 3, this is not allowed because special symbol is there. ABC dollar 1, 2, 3, we have a special symbol. This is also not valid. ABC space 1, 2, 3, spaces are not allowed, so this is not valid, right? So that's about quick idea about variables. Here we don't need to, uh, you know, declare data types like in other languages like Java or C or C++. We don't need to declare data types directly. Okay, it's implicitly typed or dynamically typed. So that's it. So variables are dynamically typed in Python. Means dynamically typed means automatically Python declares data types. You don't need to declare data type in Python. So and keywords. What is a keyword here? So these are all built-in words. We have some 25 to 30 keywords in Python. And I have discussed in the last session how to see keywords in Python. That KW list, if you see, so using that package, we can see the keywords. Okay. And we have 25 to 30 keywords in Python. And the rules we should follow with keywords is keywords are, they has to be lower in lowercase and never use keywords as identifiers. This is very important. Okay. So because this is already discussed sessions, I'm just quickly, walking through this, concepts. Okay. Once we come to the actual topic, we'll start discussing more in detail. And constants means fixed values. So we can also call them as data or literal or values. Okay, and we have four types of constants in Python. How many types of constants? Four types of constants in Python: character constants, numeric constants, integers, again complex and Boolean. In a character constant means this is what we were discussing. Something like these are all the four types of constants. So one is a character constant, first one. So before that, how many types is there? We have four types of constants: numeric, and then complex, and then Boolean, and the first one is character. We'll talk one by one. What is character constants? Something like alphabets, digits, special symbols, words, all these are character constants. Okay. So, and then usually we declare character data in Python using single quote, double quote, or triple quotes. You can see here, we can use single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay. Examples, if you see here, this is declared in single quote and double quote and triple quote. Okay. Generally, single quote and double quote, both are almost same. We don't have big difference. Both are used to declare single line statements. Okay. If it is triple quotes, if you want to declare multi-line statements or if you want to declare any comments, then this triple quotes is useful for us. The difference is this is for declaring multi-line comment statements or comments. And this first and second, this is these single quotes and double quotes, both are used to declare single line statements. Anyhow, I had discussed all this in the last session. I'll just reshare the video today. You can go through that if you are, if you anybody have missed it or if any doubts were there. And then this type method already we had discussed. Suppose if you want to know what is the type of any variable in Python. So because as it is dynamically typed, if you want to see the data type of variable, then by using type method, we can check what is the type of that I mean that variable. Okay, to know any data type of variable, then we use this type method. We will check this again. Okay. This is done already in the last session. These questions I just asked it. So this is all about what we had discussed in the last session. We had discussed till this uh, character constants and everything in single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. It is a string. And the data type used to declare this this string is str. Okay, this is the data type that is used to declare string in Python. What is that? That is a str. Anyhow, I'll quickly walk you through that. Okay. So that's all. And in the last session, what we did is we had seen like how to install PyCharm, how to install idle, this basic Python software, all that, and also how to test a simple program in PyCharm, all that. Okay, so no problem. If anybody has any issues, you can stay back. I can help with those installations. Still, if you have it, if you need to do those installations. Okay. And again, so that is all the steps were clearly recorded again in the last session. So if needed, you can go through that video again. Next. That's all about this. And now coming back to the another important point is let's a quick conclusion about character constants. Everything in quotes is treated as a string in Python. Okay, it's a constant or character data. So, and another important point is as Python is dynamically typed language, right? Python is dynamically typed language. Python automatically declare a data type based on the data we specify. Okay, we will just see that in the in the console. I'll just open it. Excuse me. This is the example. So if you declare this, if you see here, this is a string in our character data in Python. Okay, and then this is we are just trying to print a character value. And if you want to know the type of that character, just pass that variable to this type function. Then automatically you can see here. We can see the data type of that particular variable here. Okay. And these are a few important points about Python. Usually in Python, you don't need data types, which is dynamically typed. You don't need any semicolons. You don't need any program structure. So this is actually a scripted language, right? So these are all few important points to understand about this Python here. Okay. And this interactive and batch mode I had discussed in the last session. Interactive means executing your commands or statements, Python statements from console. Batch mode means executing your program from the, executing it as a script. That's batch mode. Okay. So we had seen that in the last session. You can just quickly go through that. Okay. Next one. Now from here onwards, it will be our news. Our current discussion. Okay, till this we had discussed in the last session. So I just quickly gave a recap. Still, if you need more detailed discussion, again, I told you, right, you can just go through that recorded session. Now, numeric constants. So after understanding character constants, okay, now we are going to talk about numeric constants. So what is a numeric constant? All numbers are numeric constants, right? Generally, we have two types of numeric constants anywhere, not only in Python, even if you go to C, CPP, Java, C Sharp, any language, these fundamentals are same. It doesn't change from language to language. Okay. So, and we have two types of numeric constants, integer and decimal. When you say integer, a number without fraction is a numeric constant. What's an integer? A number without fraction. So, and you can see the examples here, something like this. Okay, that's about integer. And how about decimal? A number with fraction is decimal. So what is that? A number with a fraction. And if you see the examples here, we have something like 10.5, 20.6, 6.7. All these are what friends? Decimals. So what we do is let us quickly test it. Okay, I'm using command prompt just to show you. So let's get into the Python. All of you have installed it, right? Even you can test it along with me if you want to check it. What you want to do? If you want to check it, you can test it along with me. Okay, right. Let's do it now. So what do we do right now? Let's test this data types. Okay, let's just test this character data and then numeric type. In that we have integers and decimals. Let's test all them. So first one, what is character here? Something like x equal to in single quotes ABC, enter. Okay, if you want to have little bigger font size, think somewhere we can increase the font size here. Excuse me. Okay, so this one you can see now. You can print this X. When you print this X, you can see this string here. Okay. Now, if you want to know the type of this X, then what do you do? Just use this type function and then pass this variable to type, and you can see string there. Right, friends. So this is a quick idea how to declare a string and how to check type of that string. Now let's see another one. Some a equal to 10. This is our numeric constants. In that numeric constant, we are talking about integer. Integer is something without fraction. You can see now you can print it, and to see the type of this, you can see here you can use type function. Got it? This is the type function of integer. Okay, you can see int is the data type of this a, this integer value. This is an implicit data type, so dynamically typed data type. Okay, for a string you can see str. Remember all this, friends. We are going to summarize all this. Next one, you take another type, another constant, decimal. Decimal is something with fraction, and you can see print it. You can also test it along with me if you can open in front, open your command prompt and then get into this console, and you can quickly test all this along with me if you are interested. Okay. So now I want to know the type of this. What should I do? Type of X. And you can see the type of this decimal is float. What is this, friends? Type of decimal is float. Just remember, this is the data type of float here, right? And then next one is another constant here is once we discuss about this. This is for clearing screen. If you need to clear this Python prompt, then we have to use this CLS command. So suppose if you want to know, because this is a quick question people sometimes keep asking, okay? So for that, you don't need to do anything. If you want to clear out this, say import OS and then OS dot system of in single quotes, you can use this CLS, okay, and then close this. Now you see your clean is cleared. So what happened? Your screen is cleared here. Sorry, I think I missed the word. So this is how you can clear your Python prompt. Here we don't have any direct clear command or something. This is how we should do the clearing of your screen, this of your console. Okay, this is the library what we have to use, and then this is the method we should import, and then pass this command. Okay, CLS. Okay, so let's move to the next constant. What is that next constant? Complex. So what is this complex? Something like, we have seen this in school days. Something like a plus bj. This should have a form like this. It has both what numbers here. So we have, so one is this one. I don't exactly getting this. So before this, what we call imaginary, and so this is imaginary one, right? And then this one is one more type here. So complex numbers are this form, a plus bj, right? And j should be always a fixed suffix actually. So make sure that j is having a fixed suffix. Don't again put it with a plus ib, a plus xb, something like this. Don't do that. It has to have j as always a fixed suffix. Okay. Okay, real values and imaginary values, right? That's about these two. Imaginary will have a suffix, and it is nothing but j. It should be here because Python just standardized that. Okay. Next, if you see the examples, this is actually a complex number which has both a real part and imaginary part. Real is done, and it should have a suffix. So in the very beginning. Let me just quickly test it now. So where is the prompt here? This one. So you take a simple example, something like 10 plus 20 j, and make sure this j is, j is there. Don't use anything like IB or XB or something. Always just follow this format for complex numbers in Python. Of course, you don't use much of complex numbers in Python. They are used for some scientific calculations. Usually, regularly, we don't use this Python complex number. So this is just only a quick understanding. Later on, it's very rare we get to these complex numbers. Okay, enter and print X. You can see the output. So if you want to know the type of this X, if you see here, print type of X, and you can see the type is complex here. Okay, what is the type here again? It's complex. So that's the idea. Understood now? Next, Boolean. Boolean means what? True or false. So this is used lot of times in coding. So when you are doing coding, you see this Boolean lot of times. You have to use it number of times, of course, except complex. This character constants and integers, decimals and Boolean. We keep on using them quite often. And Boolean is nothing but true or false. And one thing you have to observe carefully here is the starting of both true and false. The starting letter of both these literals has to be uppercase. Okay, only starting letter. Don't again try to put it in complete lowercase, or don't again declare these literals completely in uppercase. Only the start letter has to be in uppercase. Just remember. So this is a Boolean, which is true or false. And if you want to quickly check, you can check here in the command prompt, some x equal to true, and then print it. And if you want to know the type of this x, just use this type function and pass the x to the type and print it. Similarly, x equal to false, and then again, if you print it, you can see we have false here. And again, if you want to see the type of this X, which is assigned with false, type of X, you get a bool here. So what is the type here? Bool. So in this way, we have seen very clearly. So about constants now, completely we had discussed about constants. What is that we did do? We did understood about each type of constant, and then not only that, we have practically observed, like, how each value look like. And then what else we did, we also has checked the implicit data type that is assigned by the Python interpreter. So, and to do that, what did we do? We have used this type function here. When you pass any variable to the type function, it will actually show us the that data type of that variable. So that's all about all the different constants what we have in Python. Now, this is summarization. So what is it for all constants? If it is character, what is the data type Python uses here? Python uses a data type str here. If it is integer, Python uses int. If it is decimal, Python uses float. If it is complex, Python uses complex. If it is Boolean, Python uses bool. Sometimes this data types are used necessary for us. Well, when you are doing some explicit conversions, these data types are very much necessary for us. Even though, even though you don't declare this data types explicitly in Python, understanding the data types clearly, having a clear knowledge about this is very important. Sometimes when you are coding, these data types are very much necessary for us. So you do coding, right? In that, at that time, you do some conversions. And when you are doing conversions, you have to do them explicitly. And this clear understanding of data types is very much necessary for everyone. So, but anyhow, I believe you are everyone is clear with the data types of Python. Okay, that's all about this. Okay, just quickly remember, we have seen, like, this is not something really difficult. If you look at the command prompt, see the command prompt, all the examples, if you see, so you just take the variable and value and just print it, and then just apply the type, and you understand the data type of each variable in Python. So we have all seen each and every example, and everybody can try that and understand, like, what is the data type, implicit data type of each variable. And we have summarized that here. If it is character, it is str. If it is integer, it's int. If it is decimal, it's float. If it is complex, it's complex. If it is boolean, it's a bool. That's all, friends. We'll talk more about it. Okay, just remember now all this stuff. Remember carefully. Maybe what I can do is I can ask a quick question hiding all that data types there. What is that quick question? So could you just quickly answer me? What are data types we have in Python per character? I'll just ask each data. You give me the data type. If it is character, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is character. Mhm. If it is integer, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is integer, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is decimal, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is decimal, what is the data type we use in Python? Okay. And then next question, if it is complex, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is complex, what is the data type we use in Python? And if it is Boolean, what is the data type we use in Python? If it is Boolean, what is the data type we use in Python? So I believe you are clear with data types, everyone in this session, right? Good. That's really that's awesome. Next one. Now let's do a quick summary on data types. Generally, what is data type? Here, it's not keyword; it's a class here. If other languages, if you see in other languages like C, C++, Java, or C Sharp, it's actually a keyword, but except string. But here, what is that, friends? Data type is a class in Python. Generally, what is a data type? It can be a keyword or a class used to declare a data in a program. Okay. So what data type does? Data type, as name says, right? It declares data type. Without this data type, I believe it's quite impossible to write any program in any language. It might be implicitly dynamically typed languages, or if it might be static typed languages. In any language, data types are very much necessary because this is the beginning point of your program, declaring this variables and assigning data type if we have any. But in Python, we don't have such kind of thing because we don't have data types in Python. Okay. And here, if you see, Python automatically declare a data type based on the data. Okay, you don't need to declare that. Excuse me. And Python is dynamically typed, and we don't need to declare any data type in Python. This is the a quick summary for Python. Okay. And then after that, this is declared already. I don't think we need anything else to discuss. Okay. Now we are moving to the another important topic. So what is that? So ID function. Already we know about type function. We know about print function. Anyhow, if you don't know about print, we'll talk about it now. So far, I think we didn't start using these functions. So now we are going to talk about Python basic functions, the very basic functions of Python. So ID and type. These are the two basic functions for checking on variables. And print generally used to, this is very much necessary to display your values. Okay, we'll just quickly see that. So what is ID? Type already, most of us know this. What is type function? What is ID? Let me just open again prompt console. You can use even PyCharm to test all this. It's not like you should use this console. But for me, these are all short statements. So I'm using this console. But for you, if you are interested, as you have already installed PyCharm, you can start testing these examples. Okay, these sample snippets in your Python. Okay. So let's see this now. X equal to sum 10. What is this, friends? If you want to know this type, data type, you can apply type function. Okay. But sometimes you need to you need to check the address of this variable. And if you want to know the address of variable, then what we do, we can use this ID function. When you use this ID function, what happens? It shows us the address of that variable. What it shows us address of variable. For example, let me quickly use print here. These are all very important for you. Suppose you have declared a variable like this. Let me just show you quickly. So you have a variable like this, something like a equal to 10. If you declare any variable, the important thing is it has two things here. What is that? A variable has one is a data type. What is that, friends? So it has a type. That is one thing. Let me just show here. It has type or data type. Second thing, when you declare this, every variable is associated with some address. Suppose that address might be something here. I'm just giving it as some 100. So two things we have to be very clear here. One is variable has type, and second one, variable has a, what shall I say? It has a address. Usually it is a, integer representation, or sometimes it will be hexadecimal. But for Python, it shows our address or ID in a complete integer format. But in some other languages, it might be hexadecimal, but it's fine. But the point we need to understand here is every variable is associated with a data type, and then it's also associated with the address. And to check that address, we use this, which function we apply here? We apply an ID function. And to know the data type of any variable in Python, what do? We apply a type function here. So this is very important for you, remember. And see here in the console, to print this address, we use this ID. And to print the type, we use this type function. And the third one is to print your output. But in console, it is not needed because this print is implicitly there. If you just print variable, it will automatically show us the value. But if it is IDE, so IDE means like your idle or like your PyCharm, we don't, it won't print variable directly. In such cases, we need to use this print function to display our values. So then we have to use this print function here. So let me do one thing. Let me open PyCharm as well. All of you, you can also open PyCharm along with me. So I see some people have still problem with this PyCharm, I have requested for everyone to download Community Edition. Don't try to install Professional Edition. Try to install Community Edition. Community Edition will be at the bottom of your that PyCharm. Just scroll down a little bit up from the top. You can see that Community Edition. That is just enough for us to practice our Python programs. More than enough. Okay, you don't need a bigger one. Okay, so we have this, and we have already opened PyCharm is open here. And then if you want, you can create a new project. If anybody has any issues, stay back. I will help you. Okay, but now we are just testing try print one. Suppose you see here how to write a simple program. Excuse me. These days it's winter or something caught up with this cough. So now I'm creating this is just my project. Inside this, I'm trying to create a simple Python program. Already I have created a few, but just to show you, if anybody is new to this, how to create a simple Python program, right click on this project and then new and then Python file. And then just, if you want, you can create, I believe a folder inside this, and then you can create all your classes in that folder. But for now, I am directly creating it. In the coming days, topic wise, I'll keep everything in one folder. So now, what do we do right now? Something like test 3 dot something. I do no need of providing extension here. Just give the file name. Extension will automatically be taken by the PyCharm itself. It will automatically add, PyCharm will automatically add the extension. Double click on it. Okay, you can see here test3 is automatically added with the extension .py because that's what IDE does. Okay, so now just take a simple example. X equal to 10, then here if I just run this, if you see team, let's I'm just saying type of X and then ID of X. If I print all this, now I want to see the type and ID and value, all these three in the console at the bottom. When you run this program, let's try to run it. How can you run this program? Go to run and then you can say run. Okay, it's showing only which one test to we can directly run the, if it is test 2, you can select this, or otherwise if you want to run this test 3, go to run and then click run here directly and then choose which one. It's asking which one to choose. You can choose test 3 again. Okay, let's run from here. Now I ran this program. But you don't see any output. You might be wondering, so where is the output, Mr. Manoram? Then my answer is without printing, how do you get output, friends? How do you think we get output? It's not possible, right? So then what should you do? That is where this print statement is needed. So that is where this print statement is needed. So even if you want to see the type of your value, or if you want to see the idea of your value, so what is that you need? You need a print statement in Python. So what is that you should do? Use print here, print of X. That gives you your print statement. I mean the value. Then after that, what else you should do? Again, if you want to see the type, then print off, pass your type function to that print statement. And third thing, if you want to see the address of your variable, then pass this ID to that. Okay, then now you are going to see the output. So you can add some text if you want in this print, something like this. The value of X is something. Okay, and you can simply separate it with comma. Here, each value has to be separated with comma in Python. If it is a print statement, if it is Java, we just try to put plus to separate one value from the other. And even if in C language, we use a comma only. Okay. So here, every value has to be separated with comma in the print statement. Okay. And then here also, so you can simply say the type is, you can say the type is and comma. This is how you can use print statement. Suppose if you want to add another value, you put comma and then add it. I will talk about many more formats of printing. Okay, I'll just show you how we can use print in different ways. This is just only the basic, this thing. And another one is this one. The address is third one is you can use double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes here because the address is comma. Okay, in this way, you can see here, friends, we are trying to print all this, and these two are not needed now here because we are passing it directly. You can remove that type function there. Now you can print like this. Now, what do you do? Right click and then run test 3. This time you can see the output here at the bottom. Are you hearing any noise? Generally, this is noise reduction software, this Teams. Do you hear any loud noise? Any disturbance to you, friends? Any disturbance? Okay, then this is because noise reduction software itself. Here, because of this elections going on in Hyderabad, this Telangana, this auto once in a while they'll come into our street and then they just display these songs, all these political songs. That's why I'm seeing some lot of noise around this here. But if you are not hearing it, it's quite good for us. But this program is good for all of you, right? Can you see this? This is how we can now when you add print statements in the beginning, we didn't see the output, but now can you see the output here? Yes, all of you are able to see. This is how you have to test your program. This is one approach. Okay, this type function, it's not needed to pass to print itself directly. There is another way for this. What is that? You can again rewrite this like this. Suppose you can say some data type equal to, you can also do like this. You can assign these functions to some variable type of X and address equal to ID of X. You can do like this. So this is approach 2. Approach 1 is you can directly passing it to that. Approach T is what instead of directly passing, there is another way. What is that? You can print it in another style as well. What is that? So first thing is you can assign your values to some local variables. These are all local variables, or we can call them global. This is a global variable in Python. Okay, so we can assign to that variables, and then you can print that variable itself. You don't need to use a function directly. Okay, and then address, let's say add RHS address here. So like this. So this is one approach, directly passing, testing your data type and address. And the second approach is assigning your these functions to some variable and then printing them. So you can follow whichever the approach you think it's good for you. Then this time we are going to see two sets of output in our console. Let's run this now. Go to the run and then there and then say run. Now, did you see the two outputs here? Of course, same result, but we are seeing it in two times, right? So this is how we can use this type and ID and print functions, friends. I believe all of you are very clear with this. Understood now? So that's about this, all the basics, right? Next one, we have to completed variables today, and then constants, and then data types, and then keywords. Okay, all that. Now we need to understand about the another important topic, what we call operators. Once this is done, we can jump to the programs. So that is where you need to understand it better, and you have to implement as much as possible. So what we do is we will do as workarounds in the class sessions itself. I'll give some time once after the complete topic is done, and you can quickly do those exercises and then get some hands-on in the session itself. That's how it goes. Okay, but Before that, let's complete this operators. So what is an operator here? Operators are nothing. It's a symbol which performs an operation. That's all. So what's an operator? It is a symbol which performs an operation. And what kind of operators we have? We have arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, and bitwise. These are all different operators what we have in Python. So when we talk about this one, arithmetic operators, what it does, it performs what arithmetic does. An arithmetic operator performs arithmetic operations. What is that? See, these are straightforward. I don't want to spend too much of time in all this because this is not something which we learn now itself, today itself, in this session itself. You already know all this from the school maths. If you know third standard maths or fourth standard maths, this plus, minus, into, slash, percent, all this, you know the meaning of this. So somebody who starts learning programming have a lot of confusions. I don't know programming. I am something new. See, what is this programming? See, it's all about just a basic understanding of your simple maths, school maths. Logic, anyhow, when you keep practicing, you improve your logic. That's all, friends. So here, arithmetic operators is nothing but plus. It is for addition, minus subtraction, into multiplication, slash division. Remember, remember this. Remember this. Again, I am just stressing on this. Remember, see is this slash. If you see, if you apply this, this is a division, and it gives quotient. But this quotient is in float. So this is actually a decimal division. It is not integer division. If you use single slash in Python, suppose if it is single slash in C, CPP, Java, or C Sharp, it is by default decimal division there. But in Python, they gave us two different division operators. One is single slash, the other one is double slash. Focus here, team. Focus, friends. This is an important thing to understand. If you apply single slash, you get quotient, but it is in decimal format. And if you apply double slash, again you get the quotient, but it is an integer quotient. Here, when you apply double slash, integer division is performed. When you apply single slash, which one is floating division is performed, decimal division is performed, and percentile gives you reminder. So we don't have problem with percentile, but you just need to have a quick understanding of what is difference between single slash and double slash. Okay, and again you might be ask me a question. Why don't you show us a small example, Manoram? Then I do that now. We are going to do that. And this asterisk gives us power. Power means some 10 to the power of 5. What is that? 10 into 10 into 10, right? You should do that. So that is power here. We don't have this operator in other languages. We have that power method in CCBP, even in Java, we have that power method. But here we just have only a power operator. So let us quickly write a small program to demonstrate this usage of this operators here. You can see here, I'm just doing one thing. New, why don't I create a directory for this topic? Okay, Python operators. Okay, and right click on this new Python file. You see now I'm creating folders according to my topic. So what I'm doing is saying arithmetic operators. I just put it as arithtops. Okay, you can create with any name you choose. Okay, you like. I give some meaningful name here. So I'm keeping everything in lowercase. Generally in Python, the file names we keep it in lowercase only. Let me just give it as a Python file. You can see now. This is my Python program, which is added under this subfolder here. So now I'm just declaring this, testing this, what shall I say, testing this operators. I don't waste much time because I just want to be very clear. At the same time, our time should be utilized in the most optimized approach. So you can test it parallelly. by seeing it. You can also keep trying it, b equal to 20. If you want, you can take third variable, what we call resultant variable. So you can say some c equal to a plus b if you wish. But if you don't want, you can avoid that. So what I am doing is I'm just taking print. Okay, I'm just giving quickly. You know, right? How to use this now? Put single quotes, add a string, the addition, the plus. I just put for addition, the plus is uh, don't use again single quotes then. If you want, you can use this. If you have to use placeholders, I'll talk about it later again. So you can see directly if you want to do this program, you can simply say a plus b here. So we are just doing a very school standard addition now. You are not doing something really a challenging thing in here so far. These are all school standard mathematics, not even high school, elementary school, that third, fourth class maths. So a minus b. Okay, and just change your symbol here. The minus is okay. Similarly, you can just test for all one by one. Okay, so now if you see, I just used how many? Let me add two more. The minus is, and then the into. You can simply apply into here. Okay, and then here the division. First, I'll go with percentile. Okay, the percentile is this is reminder. So when you divide 10 by 20, what would be the reminder? So not to get more, give you more challenge, I just make it revert it first, put 20 and then put 10 just to quickly get the answers. 10 plus 20 is 30, 10 minus 2, sorry, 20 plus 10 is 30, 20 minus 10 is 10, and 20 into 10 is 200, 20 divided by 10, what happens? 0, because we don't have any reminder except 0, because it completely divides, 10 divides 20 completely. Now, another one. What is that another one? A slash B. Now you are dividing, let me use my notepad again, quickly show you. Don't save it. Say what is the division happening here is, see here, friends. You are trying to divide A, that is 20 by 10. If you divide 20 by 10, what happens here is nothing happens. What is the output you get? You are doing it. What division happens now if you are using this single slash? Is it decimal division or is it integer division? What is that, friends? Here, decimal or integer? Answer, please. Can you please give me your answer in the chat box? Decimal, right? Decimal, right? So our floating point division, right? If it is floating point, what it does is, okay, it will take your float. To be more clear, you have to reverse it and see. Suppose let us take a good example. Let us take 10 by 20. This gives more clarity for you. Now, in this case, if you divide by 10 by 20, what happens now? So 10 doesn't go directly, right? You put, point. So 0 point, okay. And then what happens now? 2, right? You have to, what shall you do now? Sorry, 25 or something, right? 0.5 or something, okay. So if you put point, a 0 is added. How many times? 25. I think you should get 0.5, right? So as it is decimal division, it will add that fraction to your quotient. See, if you see, so first you put point. If you put point, then a 0 is added. It becomes 100. Your value becomes 100. And now 100 is dividing by 20. How many times it will go? 5 times. It's 0.5, right? So when you do decimal or floating point division, it will consider this decimal fraction also. It will add this fraction to the quotient. So now in this, if you revert these values, if you see instead of 20 and 10, let me give it for better understanding for all of you. It will give you here, what it does here is the output will be 0.5. Suppose in the same program, okay, instead of this, so in the same thing, if I say 10 double slash 20, okay, this is what division is this? This is an integer division. So here, what I'm doing is, let us just show you. I put double slash. If it is double slash, what happens now? It does integer division. If it is integer division, integer doesn't accept fraction. What it does, it won't accept fraction. So your division has to be like this. Suppose this is 10, and I'm just giving you school standard this year division. So I put 20 here, 20 zeros, 0. That's all. Now it won't try to add decimal here. If it is integer division, your quotient is 0 this time, because your when your numerator is bigger than denominator, it doesn't try to add any decimal like in the previous operation. If it is floating point division, this decimal is added in the quotient. Okay, this precision will be added this, but here no such thing happens. It just round offs to the 0. This is integer division. Integer don't have fractions. So 20 0 0, that we are done with this thing. And you get the remainder. I mean, remainder will be 10 in this case. It's not actually, what is that? It is not 0.5 like previous in the like in the previous scenario. It is just only 10. Your remainder this time will be 10 here. Remember carefully. And your quotient this time is 0. It's not 0.5. Maybe if you ask me a question, we are clearly discussing these two differences. This is as it is integer, what is the team? So as this is decimal, this operation here. So it uses fraction for that quotient, so that we get remainder 0 for this. But this is an integer division. So it round off to 0, so that what happens, your quotient is 0 and your remainder is 10 here. So let's run this and see the program. You get a clear picture. And this asterisk is for what, friends? What is the purpose of asterisk? What is the purpose of asterisk? It gives us power. So 10 to the power of 20, it might be a very big value. So don't worry, we will just see in the output. Okay, what big, how much big is that? Okay, let's just go to the run now and see the output. So this is not run, right? I'm sorry. I ran which one? Run 3. I don't need this. What I should do, right click and then run arith Now you can see here, this is the output. And as discussed, right, the quotient for this one is what is that? 0 here. As we discussed here, what is the quotient? Quotient is 0 here. If you see here, 0. And apart from that, and your remainder for this operation will be 10. But anyhow, so remainder is 10 anyhow, if you see here. But why it's taking 10 here? Why not 0? Because if you are seeing 10 means even percentile is doing what kind of division? Integer division. It is not doing float division. You got it, friends? And this is the power output. You can see the output. By observing the output, you can clearly understand what's happening internally when this division is happening. You might think I took some time to make you understand these things, right? Why you might think? Because I know, because we work with this Python every day, the importance of these operations. That's why I just wait here for some time to make sure that these operations are very clear for all of you. Okay, tomorrow when you start coding, you might use these two, quite often. Then in that case, you should be very clear with the difference between what is single slash and what is double slash and what is percentile. So here you might be quite confused sometimes if you are just very new. Where is this? So this remainder is 10. You might be thinking, why not 0? Why it will give 0? It gives 10, right? Because this is an integer division internally. So when this is happening, the output of this is what? Obviously 10. By default, percentile uses integer division. From this we can easily understand. Okay, suppose we do one thing now to understand more better. I put decimals here. Let's see how this percentile behaves. Now we understood single slash and double slash are integer quotient division and decimal quotient division. Now we took both numerator and denominator as decimals. Let's just to run this quickly. And now what would be the result here? Here, it's almost same here. If you see here, what is that team? It's just added 10 to this reminder. I'm just checking, cross checking. Okay. If it changes, if we convert this values to decimals, if it gives us 0, and if this percentile internally does any integer, I mean decimal division, but by default, as per the output I'm seeing, it is using a integer division internally. This for reminder also, it is internally using integer division. That's a quick idea. So if you find any new observations, just please just bring back to me. I can also have a quick check on that. So that's all about for this arithmetic operations and then division thing. Right? Clear frames? That's all about this one. About arithmetic. Are you good now? Are all of you are good? Did you test this code, friends? Did you test this code? So please keep testing this code along with me. Okay. When I do something, you can also test it with me. You can just give a quick try. I just give a minute or half minute to test this. Do the test. Open your PyCharm and test it quickly to understand the basic programs of Python, how it works. It's not about understanding operators, understanding the basic programs of Python. Okay, those who can test it, please test it quickly. Just take a minute and test it. I tried to give you a clear picture on all these operators. Okay, now I am moving to the next topic. What is that? Relational operators. We done with the arithmetic relational. We just finish it with the in the next 10 minutes. Let's close all this. Bitwise you know we can exclude this. Not needed now. We can talk about it later if needed. This is not something we really use very much in the real coding. Okay, except if you are into some chip level programming, then bitwise operators are very much needed. But as we are most of the time we are web developers or we are automation engineers, we can just ignore bitwise operators. Then we can start with relational. Relational means what do we have here? Simple, right? Just greater than, less than. Okay, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to or equal to. These are all relational operators, right? So simple, right, friends? What we do, greater than means, so what relational operator does? It compare two values and return a Boolean value. Okay. So what it does is compare two values and return a Boolean. We can very easily understand this relational operation. So I'm adding one more Python file to show you directly how this relational operators work in Python. Okay. So relational ops. Let me just put like this. And then now just take two variables, a equal to 10 and b equal to 5, something, anything of your choice, and then print off. So a greater than b. Now you can easily answer if it is true or false. Okay, you can answer this easily. Here, maybe you can add something like uh, a greater than b. Okay, so this is the one. You can add the text, simple text here, comma, right? Next one, similarly, you can add all this, you can test all relational operations. Greater than means it checks whether A is greater than B or not and returns that Boolean result if it is true or false. For this, I see everybody can quickly understand this. This is not something really difficult. Okay. And A less than B. So, and you can, I'm just showing here, A less than B. And here you can put that. And similarly, copy some 4 or 5 prints again, copy paste them and change them. Excuse me. You can copy paste and you can change that accordingly. Okay. A less than or equal to. Okay. And then you can change that here as well. When you are printing A greater than or equal to, then you can change that accordingly here, and then A equal to. Okay. And then you can change that here as well. And then A not equal to. You can change that here as well. Okay. A not equal to. So you can test it with me again. See, that I don't need to tell you because you are in front of your machine. If you have feasibility, please test it. Okay, that's all. So now what is the, let us understand this output. A greater than B, 10 greater than 5. Let's add our analysis here. Is it true or false? That's true. And then A less than B, 10 less than 5, it's false. That hash is a comment in Python. So if you want to just add your quick, statements, quick comments, you can apply this hash and put it beside that prints or on top of prints. If it is a big comment, then you can use triple quotes that your Python string as per multi-line comment. Okay. So this is actually a false for us. And then the third one, A less than or equal to B. I don't think so. I don't think it's less than or equal. And fourth one, A greater than or equal, it's true. And fifth one, A equal to B, it's quite false. And sixth one, A not equal to B, it's true. Okay, this is how we can analyze our result. Okay, first, as a programmer, when you are writing a code, more than you run and see the output. So what is that? You should have a clear vision, a clear understanding what would be your output, what happens when you write this code. So you should have that clarity when you are writing a code in any language. Okay, next one. So what shall we do right now? Let's just right click and then say run this relational ops and see here true, false, false, true, false, true. I think we understood it clearly. Our analysis is perfectly correct. So this is about relational operators. Compare two values and returns a Boolean result. That's all. So that's about this one, friends. Next one is what is the next topic we are going to talk here? So let's see this. We are going to talk about logical operators. Logical means combine two statements, okay, and then return some Boolean result again. So logical operators are used to combine two or more conditions. Two or more conditions. And we have logical and, or, and not here. And here in Python, and, or, and not are keywords. Don't use symbols like in C, C, P, P, and C, and Java or C Sharp. What is that you should do here? You have to use keywords here, like in C, C++, and Java, where we have that, what shall I say, friends? We use that double ampersand and double pipe, all that. And for not, we use some exclamatory or something. But here, excuse me, we have to use keywords. And for double ampersand, or for double pipe, and not for exclamatory. And what is the functionality of and combines two conditions and returns true if every condition in that expression is true. When you combine conditions means it's an expression. Two or more conditions together, we call it as an expression. Here, when you apply AND operation, every condition has to be true if your AND operation has to be true. Okay, and then OR operation. At least one condition has to be true if R should be true. Maybe all other conditions are false. At least if one condition is true, then the whole OR is true, not for negation. Okay, we'll just quickly test it now. Okay, I think this is clear for all of you, right? About logical operators. Let's understand with some example. That's much better for us. Okay, so more than sitting, staying here and trying to understand this theoretical, statements. If you come to the PyCharm, right click here and then new, and then Python file, and then just say logical operations. Okay, and then just add that file here, and then just take a quick example. Say equal to 10, b equal to 5, and c equal to some 3. Just take a print here. Excuse me. So I'm saying a greater than b. See here, friends. This is a condition. A greater than b and a greater than c. Now you tell me, is this condition true? Yes or no? You can please share your answers in the chat. Please share me your opinion in the chat. Is this true or false? Yes, it's true. Is this true or false? 10 greater than 5, 3, true. 10 greater than 5, true. Both conditions are true, then the whole AND operation is true. Because you have 10 conditions, you I know combined with AND operation and keyword or this AND operator. All the 10 conditions has to be true, have to be true to to have this whole operation true. Okay, to get this whole operation true, every condition in AND operation should be true. So here both conditions are true, then the AND results what here? What is the output, friends? It's true. Suppose you see here another scenario. Here a greater than b and b greater than I'll just this is or otherwise what is that c greater than b. I'm just giving like this. It doesn't make sense, just for giving you clarity. Okay. So now this is true, no doubt, but the second one is false. Then your AND operation, is it true or false now? Here, if AND should be true, then every condition in the AND operation has to be true. Then what happens here is this becomes false here. Why? The second condition is false. Also, when you are checking for output, sometimes doing analysis for AND operation, if you just see anywhere if one condition is false, you don't need to again check for the whole bunch of conditions. If one condition is false, the whole AND operation is false. You don't need to check from start to bottom that if it is true or false. Okay. Once you see anywhere if a condition is failing in AND operation, you can conclude that the whole expression is false. It returns false. So that's like this. The AND operation works like this. So got it, friends. Next one after this is you can test it along with me. Next after this is let me add two more for R operation. So A greater than B or C greater than B. For this, what would be the output for R? It would be true, because for R, at least if one condition is true, that is enough. Not every condition in the expression need to be true. But if one condition is true, that is more than enough for R operation. So what you can say here is this is true. No problem. Without any this thing, I can say true. And of course, I didn't make change here. This is false here. And then here again, just to test R, what I do is A greater than B. If you want everything to be false for R, you are applying for R, C greater than A and C greater than B. What is this now? Not and sorry, or C greater than B. In this case, this first condition is false, second condition is false, then the whole R operation is false, because for R, at least one condition has to be true if the whole expression has to be true. So here this is false. So this is the only case where R is false. Okay, if all conditions in R operation is false, then the entire operation returns false. At least if one condition is true, then the R operation returns true. That's it. So this is a quick idea about and R, how they behave. Okay, and finally, just a quick idea about not operation, print of not true. There are certain times where you need to quickly test like this. Okay, let me just correct this. Not true. Not is again a keyword, so it has to be in lowercase. Except true and false, all other keywords has to be in lowercase. So what is this not true? It returns a false again. It returns false. Or otherwise, suppose you say print of okay, not a greater than b. Okay, if we just add it, what a greater than b, 10 greater than 5 is true, but here it is not, right. It gives us false. Why? It is a opposite of what boolean result we get. If it is true, not true is false. If it is false, not false is true. In that way, not can be used to flip your boolean results. Okay, and then do validation according to that. Got it, team? These are used for all these are used for certain validations only. This logical, this relational, except arithmetic. These are for validations. When you do validations, we need this logical, okay, this relational, all this. And we get some Boolean results. Okay. So that's about this logical operations. And then I think you got a clear picture about and or and this one not, right. And right in here and then run this one. You can see the output now. So true, false, and then false, false. We already did the analysis here, and we are seeing the same pattern of output in the console. So we can conclude that we are extremely good here, friends. I hope you tested this right. I am just keeping all this here. Maybe I can share this as is with you. Okay, in somewhere next one. That's all about this, right? Are you able to test? Now we are done with almost done with operators because these are very important. And then what else do we have? We have this assignment. Like in C, C++, we don't have this unary operators like plus plus and minus minus. So this is assignment. So what is assignment operator in Python? Just equal. And this assign can be like this. A equal to a plus 1 or a plus. This is a shorthand notation. This is a full form. Okay. And we don't have plus plus and minus minus in Python. So that's unary operators. So what is there in C, C++ and Java or C Sharp? We don't have such unary operators here. Okay, it's just a straightforward. If you ask me why, I'll talk about it in some session. I'll give a quick idea why Python doesn't support this unary operators. There is something called what is that? Is immutable and mutable. Maybe in next session, once we get to some level after completing these control statements, I'll talk about for 15 to 20 minutes the concept of immutability and mutability in Python. So there I'll talk about why these kind of increment operators is not supported in unary operators are not supported in Python. But for now, you don't need to have that baggage on your head. Just have a quick idea about this. So don't carry that burden on your in your mind. Just simply let's go through what is assignment here. Just assigns a value to you, something which you already have been doing. Okay, and then here, if you want increment or decrement, we have a full form or we have a shorthand. Full form is a equal to a plus 1, something like this. And shorthand is a plus 1 or some x plus equal to 1 or some y plus equal to 1 or y minus equal to 1, y into equal to 1, y slash equal to 1, something like that. You can choose whichever the form you want. It's up to you. Okay, so let's just quickly test them. Here, if you see here, we don't have no unary operators, no ternary operators in Python. So this is actually a note for all of us, fellow Python friends. So we don't have unary operators. We don't have ternary operators in Python. Okay, so what do we do right now? Let's test this. Again, right click and then see. Just add one Python file and then just give it as what? I don't know where this file went. Okay, let us try to create one more, no issues. New Python file and just give one name here. What is that? Assign ops. Okay, and then just take some variables a equal to 10. One is enough for assignment because it's just incrementation, right? It is used to increment or decrement. So print off You do one thing, just do the operation and pass it to print state. That's better. Some result 1 equal to. So A equal to A plus 1. So what happens now? A is incremented by 1 and that result is assigned to the same variable. Okay, this is incrementation. Suppose if you want to decrement, let's add it to result 2. A minus 1. Okay, and then shorthand forms. Suppose you want to test shorthand forms. Okay, so let's just add some shorthand forms here. 3. A plus equal to A equal to A. We don't need a complete. A plus equal to 1 over. That means what, friends? It is a full form. If you convert it, it is something like A equal to A plus 1. This shorthand is nothing but A equal to A plus. Okay, it's not like you should increment by 1. It depends on your need and necessity. You can increment by 2, by 3, by 4, by 10, by 100. It's up to you. I'm just showing you how to increment by 1. Maybe you can try the same for incrementing by any of that value you want. Okay, now here also maybe if you can try with this A minus equal to 1. Suppose if you ask me, right, why don't you try with a few more other operators means so we can try like A into, A slash, A double slash. You can try all this. Okay, enough. So enough. We don't need to spend more time here. These are all simple things. 5 and then 6 and then 7. Okay, save this. Now use print and then print all these results. Result 1. You can understand results. We'll do analysis in the results here itself, and then we will run the program. First, we will analyze our statements and add the results after each statement, and then run the program so that we would be very clear with our this thing understanding. Okay, now first one, what is the result here? A equal to A plus 1. 10 equal to 10 plus 1, right? It should be 11. This should be what? 9, 10 minus 1. And this one, what is this again? This is a tricky one here. Okay, what is it here? Is it 11 again or is it 12? So my answer is 12 here. Because why? Already A has been incremented to 11 at step 3 here. At line 3, A is incremented to 11. See, this is some tricky questions you see in some interviews. And they ask like this, and we just add here 11. But the actual answer is what, friends? It's not 11, it is 12. We forget that change happens here at this line. So when you are doing analysis, you should think like interpreter. Your mind should work like interpreter. Keep in mind. Of course, I don't say that I will be correct all the time, but I'm just giving you a quick idea. So A equal to A minus 1. Already 9. 9 minus 1. You have to start with 9. Don't go with 10. Again, you go wrong. Okay. 9 minus 1. How much, friends? 8. And then A equal to A into 1. A into 1, right? What is in A now? Yeah, again, see, I also went wrong here. So we are working on this only, right? So here, even in the second statement, I went wrong because A has 11 and 11 minus 1 because we are applying on same, right? Same variable. It's not a different variable. 11 minus 1, what is it? 10 here. I just again messed up there. And after that, it is not 12, it's 11, right? A plus 1. Again, that same variable, that 10 I am incrementing. 11. And again, this 11, if you decrement by 1, it should be 10 here. See how tricky this is. Now, what is there in A? 10. 10 into 1, it's 10 only here. And then now, 10 divided by 1, A slash equal to 1. See, if it is 10 divided by 1, what do we get here? Okay, you get that? This is decimal division, right? So obviously, It is quotient. 1 10's 10. Okay, your quotient should be here. My answer is 10. Let me put here. And a double slash 1. So this will also divides completely, right? So this should be also 10. Some 10.0 here it should be. Let's just run it. So this is how it would be. If you just think about 10 and if you just try to answer here, these are all assignment operators, right? And also I did one some blunder here again. What is that blunder? Am I assigning this to? So this kind of assignment don't work here. So one big mistake I did here is what is that, Tim? So we have to simply say like this. If I'm not wrong, we should not assign these assignments like this. It won't work. Let me just show you. See, in the regular this thing in the regular flow, I just assign variables, and later on, now after seeing here, I recognize this won't work. Anyhow, let's just try this. If it is working, even you also get some clear, good picture here. Okay, and you can see a lot of errors here. That red lines means errors, danger. Right click and then run as, and you can see here showing error because it's an invalid syntax, because already assignment itself is assigning there. What blunder I am doing here? Don't do this here. Okay, don't do this. Don't assign this assignment to another variable. This is a big blunder. Okay, so remove all this here, this results. Okay, already we are adding it to the a, and if you do the same again, then what is that is you are doing is you are okay, we are at a very bad state. So remove all this, because that A itself gets modified and result is assigned to the A. That is what happens with assignment. What the mistake I did here, I tried to assign that. I don't know, A plus equal to A double slash. This minus I should remove here. That is the error. Okay. What you do is instead of this, just pass it to print directly. Don't try to assign, or if you want, you can print it. You can print like this. If you want to test it, you can print your outputs like this. Print A. After every operation, try to print your this thing. Print A. What would be A after first increment? After that, what would be A after second statement? Something like that. Print A after each operation. So this is best thing to do. Okay. So maybe if you want to get a clear picture about your results, so my uh, and please excuse me on the previous thing, because it's what I just did it in the regular flow. Later on realized, okay, this cannot be possible for which one, friends? This assignment. Okay, again it shows an error and then print off A. Now you can see if same outputs are printed in the console, because this is the analysis we already did. By now you should be very clear with all this, because we took a lot of time to understand these things. Now right click and then say run assign ops. Okay, let's see this. uh let's see this. Now you can see here, now first is 10, of course. Here that we didn't, we can start from 11. We have first to answer is 11, perfect. Second one is a 10. Okay, and this is 10, and third one is again 11, this is 11, and fourth one is a 10, this is 10. Okay, and fifth one is a 10, this is 10, and sixth one is a 10.0, 10.0. But actually this has to be 10 itself. Somehow it's taking 10.0. Might be the previous one is a decimal inside that. So that's why when you divide by the decimal, it's just throwing the same decimal as a result. Okay, here this value is decimal inside A. When you do this, right, some decimal value is stored into A. So we did integer operation on decimal. Probably that is the reason why we are getting quotient as decimal here. Okay, so nothing to worry about it. So this is, but our answers are almost pretty correct, right? So okay, if you remove this, you get perfect. Maybe if you think that now you can see our results here. So we did analysis here and we have found the out answers here. Got it right? So that's it, friends. Hope you should be very clear on this. Understood now? So that's all about what shall I say about this assignment operators. So line 4 to line 410. Somebody, Sunita has something here. Are you saying something to me, Sunita? Let me just do one thing. We are almost at the end of the session. I am just changing the mic. Okay, you can talk to me now. Yeah. Mic is enabled, friends. If you have any questions, you can talk to me now. Sunita, I think now you can. Is it a question to me or line 410? You can talk if needed because the mic is enabled. So okay. Somehow it's not coming or what? I don't know. No questions. Okay, fine. So is this good for all of you friends? Excuse me. All of you are good here, friends. So that's all about operators. So just a minute, friends. Yeah, yes, friends. I think this is all about operators. Where is it? There is our yeah. Let's open this. So we finished the operators today. I told you right. We can ignore that bitwise. That's not that much necessary here. So this is all basic things we need to get a clear picture. Tomorrow, what we do? Tomorrow we start with the next topic, what we call uh, statements, control statements. Okay, and then after that we switch to another topic. Okay, maybe we can take the next topic. We can take it as I mean collections or functions. Anything should be fine. Okay, so you have almost all the core and advanced Python concepts covered in this. 8 to 10 weeks. So that's it, friends. Any more questions from you? I'm done. I don't know if you are audible to me. I just enable this. That's it. If you have questions or if you need any help, stay back. Else we can quit today.
Yeah, Manoram, I just want to share after the class.
Okay. Have a good
Yeah.
Saturday.
Hello.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, me too. I want to stay to chat with you about Pancham.
Hi, Manoram.
Can you hear me, Manohar?
Hello. Hello. Hello, hello.
Hi, Manu, can you hear us?
Hello.
Okay.
Hi,
Actually, there is
Manu.
a lot of noise, Harish.
Okay.
Yes, yes, Harish. Yes, now it's clear.
Yeah,
It's quite
but
good. Quite
I am
good.
not able to share my screen. No, it's look like disabled.
Just
Can
a
you?
minute.
Yeah,
Just.
let me please allow me. I will just. I think it's just only 1 to 2 minutes only.
No problem. It's fine. You can take time. No issues. Somebody has anyone those who has questions, please stay back. No issues. I'll
Uh,
try to fix that.
yeah.
Just a minute. Let me allow change screening. I mean sharing this thing. Settings and then where is it? It's already open. What is that I should do? Allow screen sharing, right?
I allow screen sharing. Yeah.
Okay, let me just see. I didn't control any screen sharing option. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Only this camera I have turned off and the mic while we are in sessions. That's all. Where is this? Just a minute. Let me just check for you. Otherwise, uh, hello. I'll do one thing, Harish.
Yeah.
I'll make you presenter so that you can.
Yeah. Better. Yeah. Yes.
That should be fine. To usually you have screen sharing possibility. I don't know what happened. Do it now.
Okay.
You are presenter now. Again, give it back to me once you are done.
Yeah. Sure. You are able to see my screen, right?
Now I'm seeing your screen. Yes, please
Yeah,
continue.
the thing is, I'm not able to get the file menu options like file run here above the
Yes.
tab.
Or file us.
Uh, File run like this. This is just the project, and I'm opening it and executing it. But
Okay.
we have a menu bar like a file run something right
Come to
here.
this. You have that. I mean lines right at the beginning. After click
Yes.
on it, you have it
Uh,
right. You have new project. If you want to create new project, you can create it right. What else? That is file. You
okay.
can see file here, right? File is here right now.
File is here.
Now
Okay.
file you are seeing file now. That's
Okay.
it. That is just hidden. That's all.
Hidden, huh? Okay. Without hidden, we can't. Okay.
That's how this PyCharm works, I believe.
That's it. Okay. Then
Yeah.
that's it, I think. Yeah, nothing is there. Yeah, I just want to see in your screen it is there. So yeah, that's it. Nothing is
Okay.
there. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So good, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody? Santoshi wants to go?
I'm stop sharing. Okay.
Sure. You can do that.
Yeah.
Anyone has any questions now, friends?
Yeah, Manu, so I'm just going back to basic. So PyCharm, I just wanted to share my screen, but I'm not sure if I can share my screen.
Just a minute. Let me. I usually yesterday you had that. Let me check.
Yeah, because I
You
can
can share
see
it.
you can no longer share video. That's like it's been
No
disabled in the.
problem. Please. Now you can do it, Santoshi. Please do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please share it, Santosh.
Yeah, sure. I'm a little bit behind. I missed last week's Sunday class,
Okay.
Python. So just want to.
I'll share both recordings today. You please go through that. You'll
Yeah,
be updated for tomorrow.
yeah, sure. So I'll just click PyCharm.
PY. It's not PHY, but please try for
Yeah,
PY. PY.
it's auto picking PYCHAR, right?
Yes, yes, no issues. So
Yeah. So which
double
one
click
of them I
on.
should?
You can choose JetBrains. Double click on that.
This one?
Yes, click on it. Yes, you are in Google now.
Yes.
Go to
Open.
Google and just type it directly. I don't know if it is you are using Safari browser. No issues. I'm not seeing that download this thing.
So it's actually taking me to the page. I think it's slow.
Okay.
Or I'll open. You want me to open Google, is it? Because I went to command and I went there.
Okay.
Let me type.
Just type PyCharm download. Yeah, double click. Sorry, not double click. Click on that. Yes, we are almost there. You can directly say. Otherwise, click on PyCharm Community Edition.
This one?
Yeah, directly click on it. Instead of searching there, it's
Okay.
easy for you. Yeah, I'll record this also so that it helps for troubleshooting for everyone.
Yeah. So,
It's already
yeah.
recording. No issues then.
So I'm here. Which one I should do?
Can you go up to the top? Can you go up, Santoshi?
Yeah.
Don't you see any? Please, can you close that? Can you little up? I'm this bottom one is it's occupying the window. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not
that's
able to,
that
remove this.
black. Yeah, it's okay. Fine. Please scroll little up.
At the top.
No problem. Go back. Let's do it this way. Let's go back. Just a minute. Go back. Click on that direct link, PyCharm link. Yes, that one. Click on it. Click on the website link and scroll down a bit. Not that to that level. Little up. Little up. Little up. Little up. Go. Yeah, this one here. Not there. Should show PyCharm Community Edition. This is a little up. This is for professionals.
I think it is down only because when you click on that,
Please
right?
go down. Yeah, yeah. Please go down.
Down.
Down,
Santosh,
is it?
go down.
Okay.
Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Why it's not there?
There,
Little up. Little up.
above.
Little up.
Up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
download this one.
This one?
Not that. Yeah, anything which is free trial. This is a free. No, no, not this. This is again. It's showing developer version, professional version. Just a minute. Go little up. We need community edition, Santoshi. Just a
Wait,
minute.
I'll just search here.
Yeah, community edition.
The
We
one.
need
This is community edition.
correct.
Want me to go a little bit down for this one?
Go down. Yeah, go down.
I think
Don't
this should
download
be good.
that. Second one. Yes, that's correct. Second one. Yes, that is community.
Okay.
Because you don't have any license issue there. It's a
Yeah.
free version.
Okay. It's downloaded.
Once it's downloaded, just install it, and then what shall we say? You can start with that PyCharm.
Okay.
That's it.
Is it okay for you to wait until it opens, or you want me to just go ahead and see how I go?
No problem. You can try it. It just takes
Oh,
just few minutes.
couple
Let's
of
finish
seconds.
it.
Yeah.
So are you? It's getting downloaded. No issues.
Yeah, it's almost there.
Yeah. No problem. Take your time.
Yeah.
So is this time comfortable for all of you? Like 9 is best, or you want little late also?
Early is fine. Maybe I think everyone have asked for 9 o'clock. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, for me sometimes this I'm getting little late in the office, Santoshi. So
Oh, okay. Oh, you're working on Saturdays as well?
no, not Saturday, but on Friday sometimes we come quite late. So again, early morning session means it would be little this thing.
Yeah, that's right. No, no, it's all good. I mean, it should be feasible for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And some people also ask to, like, for them this 8 is too early.
Okay.
They came up with a few requests, like, we can
Okay.
you
Yeah.
do it at line.
Yeah.
Yeah, now is it downloaded? Double click on it.
So yeah. So it's in my drive.
No problem. You don't need to do much here. Just click on next, until it gets installed.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Because there is a couple of things to check and practice. So I just wanted to make sure it's completely installed. So
sure, no problem.
it may be straightforward, but just wanted to make sure.
Maybe
Maybe.
I'll upload this to YouTube today. From
Yeah.
today onwards, it's easy to access from YouTube rather than this, links in the group.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That should make a little bit easy.
Mhm.
Mm. Maybe it'll take some more time. Do you think?
It's okay, fine. Let it take. No problem.
Mm.
It might be depends on your machine and then
Yeah,
everything.
mine is like so slow. Somehow it's like um,
It
mine is
depends
Windows
on
as well, and it takes so long time for downloading everything,
it.
anything.
It because sometimes if your RAM is little,
Yeah,
so it takes time.
yeah. Because I can see it's still there in the beginning, so and it's still taking a lot. So
Sure, no problem. Let it extract. Once it's done, I believe it will do it
yeah,
fast.
sure.
Yeah. Once it's done, we'll go through the process. Let's wait till then.
Yeah. In the meantime, do you want to attend anyone else? It's fine. Maybe I can unshare until it gets downloaded fully. Do you want
No, no, no. You can keep it. You can just be,
to? Okay.
once it's done, we will continue. No issues.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad.
Manoj, hello.
Yeah. Who's that? Harisha?
Harish, yes. Actually, PySpark also covered. It's only Py.
For PyCharm.
No,
I
no,
didn't.
no. Is it a PySpark is also covered or in this
No, this is not a
Python?
PySpark session, right? This is
Only
exclusive.
just Py. Uh-huh. Okay. So
Exclusive.
pandas.
Pandas thing, that is analytical Python, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So we are going to cover. I think I shared the topics. I'm going to cover till what shall I say? Core and advanced topics. Like let me share the screen and
Okay.
show you.
Okay. Sure. Yes.
Let me share the content
And
for you.
if you have if you cover that one also, I think nowadays pandas is also most useful in the programming.
We'll
So
do that as a workshop,
workshop, huh? Yeah,
uh,
sure.
Harish. So one weekend workshop for pandas and numpy, something like that we do. Okay. So
Yeah. If
so that
real time, then it will be very helpful for us actually.
uh, yeah, but I'm doing automation, right? We don't use much of
Uh,
pandas and numpy, Harish. Honestly, because that
okay.
is not that much needed. Even I see for other Python developers also. See, we do have a lot of Python developers sitting beside me. I don't
Okay.
see that much of this
Uh,
analytical Python they were using for this development. Usually that is
Development.
needed only when you are into data science.
Data science. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yes.
regular Python developers are like
Mm.
automation people like us. We don't use anything like what shall I say, Harish? This
Mhm.
pandas are Nambi. But anyhow,
Oh,
we'll do a workshop as you put that request, right? We'll plan for that.
yeah. Sure.
No issue.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
sorry.
Yeah.
So just click run or just finish. You
Uh,
don't click it or
you can do anything of your choice. You can say finish now. You can start from the scratch. No issues.
just open it again.
Yeah, it might be opening. Just let's wait. Go to the just open it. Search in the chat box. Sorry, that run search there. Type in the search box at the bottom, right? In the after Windows button,
Yeah.
you can search there. PyCharm. Close that. Not there, Santoshi. Close that. You don't need to search there. Close that. Here at the Windows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In that search, just type PyCharm. Not there. I at the bottom.
Sorry.
At the yeah, in that search box, type here to search, right? There, type Py. Not there. That is quite. Yeah, even there you can choose that. Yeah,
PyCharm.
PyCharm. Yeah, no problem. You can try there and click on that PyCharm Community Edition. Double click on it. And it will open now if I'm not wrong. So what are you doing, Harish? In which technology you are working?
I'm in ETL actually, Informatica. So,
Oh, got it. Okay.
yeah, but I think it is almost expected. But I want to move to the new technology.
Correct. I
So
was
it's
into big data earlier, so at that time
that's
we
what
used to do this.
I know. So that's what I just want to ask. Is it are
Select
you
the.
going to
I
start?
confirm.
Uh,
Yes, Harish. Sorry for the interruption. Uh, Click, click on that checkbox and then continue. That if you want, you can send anonymous. Don't send or send is it's up to you. Okay, got it, Harish. Yeah. So, but
yeah,
no,
if we are planning to share the big data, I think if any evening.
no. I am not into big data now, Harish. From
Okay.
since last 3 years, I am into I moved to DevOps and automation. Okay,
DevOps,
and
okay.
and then into testing practices. Okay,
Uh,
so I am not a big data guy anymore. So no,
Oh.
so that's it.
I think earlier I used to teach big data and scanner, right?
Yeah, at that time I was working in big data, so I used to, but now I'm not into that actually. So now my focus would be more on all this testing and Python, maybe latest upcoming things. Okay, I'll just try to create all this. And then now click on new project, Santoshi, new project, and then give some name instead of Python. You can keep Python project or one thing of your choice. Okay,
Yeah, Python project is fine.
and then just say create. You don't need to do anything.
Okay.
There will be a lot of courses planned, Harish. All are you know free sessions only. It quite keep coming. Maybe there will.
My office is very long, so I'm not able to join.
Sorry, your office is longer.
Very long actually.
Oh,
So
where?
if I
Yes.
because I had to start 8:30, not able to
Yeah.
join.
You are from India or Australia?
Yeah, no, India only. India.
Okay, got it, got it. So, Santoshi, once done, right click on your project and then once done, no need to hurry. What we do is now right click on your project, expand that project, Santoshi, expand the project. Not there, Python project. Yeah, that, yeah, expand it. No problem. Right click on it. Right click on it. Right click on the project. You can close that main.py. That is not needed for us, Santoshi. Close that main.py.
Yeah.
It's open, right? Yeah, you can close it. Now right click on project, Python project, new, Python file, Python file, Python file, Python file. Yeah. Give some name for that, some test, because this is your first program. Name it as test. Later on, you can create a folder like how I did today and add
Yeah.
topic wise programs into that. It will be very pleasant for you. And double click
Yeah.
on that Python file. Yeah, your program is created. If you want to test it, just type in print hello or hello world something. That should be fine.
In the brackets, hello?
In brackets, yes, yes. So this is the Python 3, right? I don't think
Yeah.
it will allow direct style.
Yes.
And that space is not not needed after print, Santoshi. You can remove that space after print. Okay. Now you can put it in double quotes because we cannot directly pass something as hello.
Yes.
It has to be in quotes because why? Yeah. It should be a string, not directly,
String,
unless
yes,
unless it
yes.
is a variable. If it is a variable, you can pass it directly.
Yeah.
But we don't have any variable declared hello now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now print, just run it. Right click or go to run there on top menu. You can do it and then say run. No, no, don't say run main. Just click on run. The best thing is right click on the editor and then say run as your application. That's it. Close this. Right click on your editor and then say editor. I think you didn't right click properly. Right click in the middle of editor somewhere. Yeah, right click. I don't see run option here.
Yeah.
You should see a run option. Right click again. Hello is fine, perfectly fine. Print hello. Are you trying to right click in the middle? Not at the top, but in the middle. Somewhere in the middle of editor. Just, yeah, you can type it. You can.
No, I'm doing it in the middle of the.
seems like there is some. Did you install Python software?
Yes, I did install. Yeah, because I did check in the command as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Then
Yeah.
you do thing. Go to the run on top menu. We'll fix it. No problem. Let's wait.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Go to the run option there. The third one from the top.
Yeah.
Run. Edit configurations. I think we should do edit configurations.
Okay.
We have to see test.py somehow.
Okay.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Somehow we have to manage here. You do one thing. Add source root to Python path. Click on that at the bottom.
Double click or I just clicked it.
Yeah, and then run. Now again run it. Go to the run. Run. There should be some kind of. It's actually in the drop down there at the right side. Main, you can see main, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Drop. Click on the drop down. Current file. Choose current file. Now again run it. Test.py. Now you see that.
Okay. There you go. Yes.
Perfect.
Good.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah, all good. So it's run now, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll do one thing today. I'll share those recordings. You can go through that.
Yeah.
So these sessions definitely will help all of you. So many people don't have that idea, but I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep attending.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, thanks. Now I mean, once you do it, it's a little bit comfortable, and until then, it's like only that we can see, isn't it? So
No problem. If you still need help, you
Sure.
can step back after sessions. I can guide you people. Okay. It's all
Yeah.
about the interest from your side. That's all. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Mano.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Anybody has any questions then? All right. I'm closing. Thank you.
All good. Thank you.
Thanks, and thanks, man.